Hello. Can wait for more people to come here, but expect a very, very lazy, very quiet live stream today, because today is Memorial Day, everyone. Happy Memorial Day. I honestly do not expect a lot of people to show up for this live stream, but oh well. It's how things had to play this out this month. This past weekend was a busy one, and a live stream could not be made. Let's see, as we wait for more people to arrive. Dun 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 dun. Yes, this is probably going to be a very, very slow live stream today. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to just work on some Teenage Robot stuff on stream and answer questions as they happen, unless other people show up, in which case we'll have more live stream fun and like what do you call it? Like those drawing contests and all that and jazz and so on and so forth. But in the meantime, I'm gonna jump on to some Teenage Robot stuff and answer questions as we live stream today. Yes, I'm afraid Lightning McQueen did not survive Infinity War. Such sad, tragic. All right, let's see. I'm gonna screen share this. Boop. All right, here we go. Gotta add more detail to this background. Let me get to it. Need some oil in there. Floor. How about looking for kind of a purplish, kind of dark color? Yeah, that'll work. Oh, wow. Okay, so Mr. Dank means, will Vexus sound different? If so, will she have a destroyed voice? Vexus has not been casted yet, so that is yet to be seen. But if it turns out that Vexus, whoever's casted as Vexus, turns out to be an similarity to the original voice, then yeah, we'll probably come up with an excuse as to why. So, you know, anything on the... I don't know. YT asks anything on Tucker Vexus's voice. No, not yet. We have to initiate our casting call number 4 yet. In fact, this is exactly what that is for. This background, I wanted to add more details into it. It's already in the process of animating and stuff like that, but I wanted to add more detail because it wasn't as up to par, I thought. So, I want this oil. I did a little sketch beforehand. Where are you? Come here. There we go. I want it to be like right in here. What layer is this? It's that one. I want it to be... There you go. Just on top of the floor. So that way... There we go. Just some oil and questions. Brian Boyd asks, is Misty is going to be in the reboot? No plans for Misty in season 4, but obviously Misty is a plot point that we need to cover up. So yeah, expect her to return eventually, just not in season 4. Misaki the Cat XD coming soon. My Life's Teenage Robot Reboot on July 23rd, 2019. We haven't announced an official release date yet, but hey, is that like a... I don't know if he's like... If that's... Google. My Life as a Teenage Robot. No official reboot, just ours. Our fan-made. We haven't announced an official release date yet, but we're working on that. Trust me. We're probably I'm also gonna start playing some copyright-free music in a bit here, just so we can have some background noise that's not my fan. There we go. Some nice oil. Make this a little more smooth. Do. A lot of attention to detail goes into our oil. I'm right now. I'm just trying to make it not so sharp and more splatter-like by deleting some of the vertices and stuff like that. Come on, you work with me. There we go. And there we have a smooth oil spill. Good. Friend and Mario, question: are there any new episode ideas planned for any of the seasons? Oh yeah, definitely. We have. Well, first of all, the entire season 4 is planned already. We are in the process of voice recording as well as casting, as well, because with Vexus and Tuck, as well as polishing up a few scripts and making sure they're all done and dandy. And as well, on top of that, there's already a few confirmed season 5 stuff that we've already ironed out. Nothing like we don't have a complete script for season 5 yet, but we definitely have a few ideas for episodes that are happening. So we're coming along pretty well. John Ramers asks, how much faster will project go after school is over by percentage? Oh, I don't know about percentage, because I'd just be pulling a number out of nowhere, but it's definitely going to go faster because people are going to have more free time. Like, I certainly, college ended for me, well, my first year in college ended for me about a week or two back, and I've definitely had a lot more free time working on this project now. So, woohoo. John Cola asks, have you guys gotten any voices recorded yet? Yes, we have. There are a few episodes that I believe are completely done in the voice department. Like, they're completely recorded. Aside from maybe a few background characters, but like the main cast have submitted their recordings, and there just might be a few background voices like, hey, or oh no, in the background that may not like be recorded yet, but the main cast has been recorded. Oh, I can't release. People are asking about hearing the voices. I can't release the raw recordings. That's a privacy on the voice actors and actresses. We are working on an official trailer and stuff like that, and you'll definitely hear the voices in that. But I can't show the raw recordings publicly. They're kept under lock and key, and that it would be disrespectful to the voice cast to show them without permission. Let's see. Let's put them. I'm thinking we need another oil spill right over here. There we go. Come on, Adobe, work with me. There we go. Just Jaden Rees asked, will this reboot be on TV? Nope. This is a online unofficial series. We are not sponsored or supported or whatever by Nickelodeon at all. So it's just fan made. So you won't be seeing it on any official Nickelodeon channels or anything like that. It's just going to be fan made, YouTube, that sort of thing. And if we get kicked off YouTube for it, we would be going to Vimeo. If we get kicked off Vimeo, we'll go to Dailymotion. And if we get kicked off Dailymotion, we'll end up going on our own website. Why is our own website the last of that? Is because our own website has a restricted bandwidth, unlike those other sites that are a little bit more have higher bandwidths. And so for instance, we would have to, if we went to our own website, we would have to upload one video, and then when we upload the next one, we would probably have to delete the one we just uploaded the week prior. So just so that it would be, so we would fit inside the bandwidth limit. So, but meanwhile, Vimeo and Dailymotion and YouTube have near unlimited bandwidths. So it's a much better video hosting website. But last case scenario is if we get kicked off all three, then we would just jump on over to our website. Now let's see, more floor detail that's not oil. We can make it like a panel kind of floor design. Yeah, okay. And I can go, let me grab the original color of the floor. There you are. I want to make it just a slightly darker color than that one. Actually, can I just yeah, I'm just going to steal this one, this color, and use that. Yeah, this will work. All right, and now maybe I'm going to use the line tool for this to keep things straight. Oop, I accidentally put it on the. Don't need the one. There we go. Now, okay, the perspective in this is kind of angled, kind of upward, kind of seeing it from a kind of a downwards, sort of, kind of midway, mid-drift. So the panel floor should be kind of like that. Questions? 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 Daniel Lopez, that's how many episodes has the season? How many episodes is season 4? Let's see. Well, the first episode is a 20-minute special. The next episode is break up to 2. Then the next episode is also breaking up into 2. I actually have a list somewhere. Let me just go count up how many planned episodes we got. Give me 1 second here. Here we go. We have season 4 episode count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 episodes in season
4. Now, those the majority of those episodes are split up into like the majority of those episodes are 11-minute normal Teenage Robot episodes. There's a few that are specials that are like 20-minute specials, and there's one that's a big one. But we'll get to that one later. All right, so Frank Pepe asks, how would y'all feel about a MLaaTR comic? That I'd be down for that. Keep it with the original Teenage Robot style while infusing it with some comic, you know, some artist. What am I trying to say? Keep the original Teenage Robot style while introducing some, you know, comic-like poses and stuff like that. That'd be really cool. To be honest, I'd be down for that. I'd buy that. Friend and Mario asked, question, have you ever considered making original monsters all of a sudden to appear and attack a city? Yeah, we do it all the time with Teenage Robot. We got a ton of monsters coming in. So, yeah. Yeah, maybe I can add some oil cans. Yeah, definitely. Let's see. Denver A. Cardinal. He just made it on trailer, but no, he lied to us. No, definitely, we're working on the official trailer. We released the animatic for it a few months back, and the official release for the trailer should be this upcoming summer. So, yeah, don't worry. We're working hard. All right, let's see. I'm a little behind here. Skylight Gaming asks, will you have ads on the episodes? No, we will not. This Teenage Robot series is going unmonetized, so there will be no ads, no paywall, no nothing. It's what am I trying to say? Not for profit. There we go. Fan made, unofficial, yada yada. We're not making any money off of this. It's just you click on the video that's online and you watch as they get released. So. Brian Boyd asks, is there going to be any hip-hop music in the reboot? There's a few episodes that play a lot with different music genres. So it depends on what your definition of hip-hop is. Because I understand people have some different definitions when it comes to that genre. Or might be thinking of pop music. To be honest, I am not the biggest guy when it comes to music genres, mainly because I listen to just soundtrack music, what you hear in movies and television and stuff like that as the background music. That's what I listen to. I don't really listen to standard music releases. So depends on what your definition of hip-hop is, but rest assured we'll definitely be playing with the different styles of music throughout some of the series. So expect that. All right, Speedhog asks, are you still accepting writers? Yes, we are. Just, you know, I'll link the join the queue. MLaaTR. There we go. That. And paste it in the chat link. Boop. If you're interested in joining the crew, just follow that link and follow the instructions. The Dank Ryzen. Will there be curses in it? That would be lit AF. No, we got to keep it PG. So no, like, big time curses. Daniel Lopez asked, will there be major changes in the design of characters? Not major changes. There might be a few tweaks here and there, but there's not going to be any, like, completely new design for the characters. It's going to be just a few tweaks if we ever go that path. Skylight Gaming asks, can I download the episodes once uploaded? Yes, you can. We'll have a download link. That's a planned thing. Apocalypse asks, will there be an FAQ in the description of this video? Well, I mean, this is kind of already, let's just you ask questions and I answer. So
I guess there you go. Ah! Eric's here. Hi.
Hello.
Oh, he spooks me.
That's what I do.
But just working on the retweaking the background of the casting call number 4 here. I wanted it to be more detailed. It wasn't as detailed as I wanted it to be. So I'm trying to add some more. I'm trying to think of what would go on the wall, because right now the wall is just this weird lighting stripe thing. And I think I can do better than that. Oh, and I made a little goof right there. That's like, what layer are you? What layer is that goof on? There you are. Bye-bye. Almost got it. There we go. What else can I add to this without making it too distracting? There's got to be, I got to look at some references on the past episodes. Okay, check on the questions. All right, let's see. Will there be, Joe Cola, my bad, will ask, will there be any parody villain class? I am stuttering. Will there be any parody villain / characters, as in likely they had a parody of the character Mickey Mouse in one episode of the original series? Yes, we do have a few parody characters, but I don't think they ever extend the realm of being side characters or like background characters. The parody characters that we have are kind of one-off, and then that's it. So nothing like major, but there's a few parody characters in there. Brendan Mario asked question, and I mean this seriously, but are you going to add in meme references in the reboot? No, we're not. Rest assured. We're not. No. Claire Johnson asks, so is this only a Q&A stream? No, it is not. I'm working on this at the present time. I just answer questions as I work on it. I probably should. Nathan Burge says, I submitted an audition already, but I haven't gotten a response yet. Does this mean it wasn't accepted, or are you guys not gotten it yet? Well, good question. If you haven't gotten a response yet in a while, it's highly likely that you were not accepted. But don't let that deter you, because just because someone is not accepted with one submission doesn't mean they can try again and go for another time, go for another go. It's just the first one just wasn't accepted. So if you haven't gotten a response, and if you submitted like a while ago, yeah, it's likely it probably wasn't accepted, and you just gotta go for it again. But I will also say on that, I'm a little backed up again on the auditions, so I may have not seen it yet. So, yeah. Skylight Gaming asks, will the series be cringy? Depends on what your definition of cringe is. I don't know. We try not to be. I'll promise you that. Claire Johnson asks, which program is this being made in? This specifically right here is being currently designed in Adobe Flash, and then I'll bring it over into Adobe Photoshop and give it texture and brush strokes and stuff like that. This is just so I can get the line work nice and crisp, because I can't really do that in Adobe Photoshop easily. I should probably learn how to use Adobe Illustrate, because it's arguably a better program to draw with vectors in. I just know Flash like the back of my hand, so that's easier for me. But yeah, as for the reboot in general, we are using a combination of Adobe Animate, Toon Boom Animate, Blender is also being used, Final Cut, Pro X from Apple. Logic's also being used. I know Fruit Loops Studio is also being used for some scoring.
Audacity is another program we use a lot. A good mix of programs overall for the official series.
Most of it's done in MS Paint.
Yeah, we're animating the whole thing in MS Paint. Let's see. Speedhog 58 asks simple question. XJ10. Simple answer. We haven't played with the idea yet. So
Simple answer, maybe.
yeah. Daniel Lopez asks, will there be new characters or comeback of old ones? Yes and yes. New characters there's a lot of them, and there's a lot of old characters that we had to bring back because their stories were unfinished. Let's see, I want to add some more detail to this thing right here. Let's see if there we go. Making it kind of like a extend the M, and then trying to think of like what can we add like some additional stripes there. There we go. Just making it more detailed. And then we can add. What about some like exhaust ones? Would that look good? Just add some rough ones. Maybe this could like open up into like a panel inside where this would make a divot. Maybe. No. All right, let's jump to the questions again. There's a lot of questions coming in this stream. Holy crap. Skylake Gaming, I've already answered your question. Will the series be cringy? Hope not. We're trying it making it not to be. Under Ed Sands, simple question. Why is Jenny only in one console game? I don't know. Take it up with Nickelodeon. I have no control over that.
Let's make them put her in Smash 5.
Yeah. Oh, I will clarify on the new characters thing, though. They're not main characters. No, we're not adding new main characters. The main characters remain to be Jenny, Brad, Tuck, Sheldon, and Wakeman. The new characters that are going to be added in are going to be like villains, maybe a few side people in Tremerton, that sort of thing. It's not going to be new main characters. It's not going to be like some random dude popping up. Hey, Jenny, I'm going to be your best friend now for the rest of the series. No. Not doing that. Any new characters are specifically restricted to side characters only. There is not going to be any new main characters whatsoever. Nathan Burge asked, what exactly are you guys still in need of? So I know what to audition for if I wasn't the first time. We are in dire need of animators, voice for Tuck and Vexus, and let's see, mostly animators. Script writers, I mean, we can still audition to be a script writer and everything. It's just we're in the process of voice acting and voice recording and stuff like that right now. And we have a very low count of animators on our side, so we want to increase that. I think we have about 5 to 7 animators on the team right now, and we want that to be more. So if you want to audition for some roles that are in dire need of filling, yeah, a voice for Vexus, a voice for Tuck, animators, and I thought there was another one too. It's off the top of my head, but I can't recall. It'll come back to me. Oh, I get it. Came back to me. Background designers and concept artists, basically. Those who want to draw, what's the term? Assets for the show. That's it. We need a lot more of those. Rant Rhymes Animation Studios How long have you been working on this? I believe the teaser trailer went up July of 2014. So 4 years this upcoming July. Wow, it's been time flies. But like I said, this is a hobby project, so it's not like we wake up every day just to work on this. No. I wish, but no. We all have school, jobs, life outside of that sort of thing that get in the way. So honestly, if we had been working on this nonstop like a job and gotten like paid for it and stuff like that, we would most likely be done with season 4 by now, well into working with season 5. It's just that, you know, it's a hobby project. It's fan made, unofficial, no money coming in whatsoever from the project, so it's all in our free time. Skylight Gaming asks, what will happen if Nickelodeon wants to buy the series off you? Well, I don't think they can buy it, but I mean, if Nickelodeon wants to reboot it, Teenage Robot, like they have been a few other of their series, we would be all for it, to be honest. It's not just because we're doing our fan-made reboot here doesn't mean it's like, now Nickelodeon can't do it whatsoever. We own the property. No, that's not the case at all. Nickelodeon still has full rights management of this series, so they can do whatever they want with the property. We are just doing this fan-made reboot to satisfy our own thoughts of where this series could have went and stuff like that. And yeah. Frank Pepe asked, with old characters confirmed, is Vega gonna be pulled up? Be pulled up in the hood. I don't understand what that last part means, but if you mean Vega appearing once again, yes, Vega will eventually come back, because that is a plot point that we need to resolve. And 123 Dodo asks, is it a series or a movie? It is a series. We have planned episodes, scripts for those episodes, yada yada, that sort of thing. Oh, Brian Boyd asks, I meant like rap music, if you were questioning the music genre. No, we have absolutely no plans for a rap in this whatsoever, which I think is a good thing, because I don't think any of us are very good rappers, and when someone tries to rap and is bad at it, that just becomes a train wreck. So, Joe Cola asks, as of writing and voice recording, which episode is your favorite so far? The ones I can say, because a few of them are spoilers still. Let's see, because we've announced a few of them already. I'm going to have to say one of my favorites of the new reboot has got to be... I'm going through the list right now. I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with Activation Day, to be honest. That's a really one. I thought that one was a really nice episode that we came up with.
I guess.
Hello, Sam is here. Speedhog58 asks, at what point will this never-ending series of questions inevitably drive you to insanity? I don't know, but I'm happy to find out. Quickly, ask more questions. Christopher, oh my God, Christopher Carazals. I'm really sorry if I've mispronounced that. I know this has been mentioned before, but it seems very rare for someone to get the perfect voice for Vexus. You are correct, sir. We will probably have to end up explaining why the Vexus might sound a little tweaked. But, oh well. Rant Rhymes Animation Studios asks, how old do you need to be in order to audition to be an animator? There is no age limit. You just got to be, you know,
Be
There's
able
no
to take
restriction.
direction. Be able to take direction. Have time to work on Teenage Robot, and yeah, it's basically. Oh, and if you're under 18, you got to have parents' permission. There's the specified little thing in the production agreement for that. So, but yeah, no age limit otherwise.
It's cold in here.
Let's see. Claire Johnson asked, where will this be airing later? When it's all
Good, you skipped my.
we start on YouTube. If we get kicked off YouTube, we go to Vimeo. If we get kicked off Vimeo, we go to Dailymotion. If we get kicked off Dailymotion, we go to our own website that has a very limited bandwidth.
And if we get kicked off of there, we go to World Star.
What?
I don't even know what World Star
World
is.
Star. World Star.
World Star Hip Hop.
A friend of Mario asked question: have you considered adding in Godzilla kaiju for cameo besides Godzilla himself, like Rodan, Varan, Background, King Zora, even Zilla? No. We have a rule about no crossovers, and that's an entire reason. Maybe one day.
He actually wanted to do
one day. I keep mentioning this in the advent of crossovers, but one day we will have an entire live stream where I will go over the canceled Godzilla live crossover. There was once a Godzilla crossover that went pretty far into development, but I kicked it off once we made the rule of no crossovers. Because even though Godzilla has made an appearance before in Teenage Robot, it's obvious it wasn't. First of all, that's the entire reason the crossover of Godzilla came into being is all because that he already appeared in Teenage Robot before. But it's well established that those two cameos were nothing more than cameos. He wasn't an established character in the Teenage Robot universe. They didn't go, "Oh my gosh, it's Godzilla, look out!" And they didn't do that. So making him a larger character would be breaking that. So we just didn't want to do that. So no, there won't be any major kaiju players in the upcoming reboot. Will there be cameos, like stuff in the background and stuff like that? Yeah, sure. There's no rule against cameos, but as for like a character that walks on a screen and interacts with the side character and with the main characters and stuff like that, that's not happening. Vorg the Ink, are you making a new wiki of MLaaTR rebooted? No, we're not. We're not going to touch that. Where can we only? You know what I should really do? I need to update the website of Teenage Robot Rebooted. It hasn't been updated in a while. We've released concept art. We've released episode synopsises and names of episodes, and they have yet to be updated on the website itself. We've just posted it on social media and Discord and stuff like that. So Daniel Lopez, you make an excellent point. Where can we see only the name of the episodes? I should probably get on that. In fact, let me pause this casting call, and let me jump into the website creator and start working on that, to be honest, because that's something that needs to be done very soon.
Wix or
123 Dodo asks, who are you going to be voicing? I think all of us can answer this one. I am going to be voicing Smitus. I'm voicing XJ8.
I'm voicing XJ7 because I sound like I'm worthless. I don't know if anyone knows that already.
And Eric, would you like to go over the non-spoiler ones anyway?
Okay, I'm voicing the Bradster, Sludge the Biker, and Quetzimokai.
Yeah, we described that guy. Yeah. There's also a few characters that we're voicing that are secret, but you'll find out. But yeah. In fact,
Christopher Gonzalez wants to hear our voices.
Oh, well, fun little bit of tidbit information. Just yesterday,
he met Stephen Blum.
I met Stephen Bloom.
And he actually did a little voice thing. He did when he. Oh yeah. Well, I had him. Spiduses.
Yeah, well, when he,
That man's having a heart attack.
Okay. Well, I had him sign this big old collage of characters that he's voiced. Zeb was on there from Rebels, Starscream from Transformers Prime. Oh, Smitus, of course, from Teenage Robot. Green Goblin from Spectacular Spider-Man. You saw Tom from Toonami's ship in the background. There's all this just big.
Oh, he was Tom from Toonami? Holy crap!
Yeah, he was a ton of characters. Anyway, so I had him sign that, and then
yeah,
we talked about Smitus, and he did a little voice of Smitus in front of me. That was because we were talking about Smitus. So yeah, it's really cool.
Oh no!
It's cool.
Kilgore's got a friend. Kilgore, anyone?
That's right. Bloodborne Virus actually reminded me of someone I'm voicing. I'm also voicing Looper.
Yeah, I did mention we will have these people will appear in a future episode. I don't know if we announced it yet.
Well,
not yet.
If you haven't, sure, maybe just type it out in the chat first, and before we can say them aloud.
I didn't say the name. I didn't spoil anything.
All right, just careful about not leaking anything.
I'm not leaking. I wasn't trying not to leak a thing, man.
No, we've announced Scrub, Looper, and Weeble before. It's just other ones. The sponge creatures.
The sponge.
Will the sponge creatures?
Oh wait, the sponge creature from Speak No Evil.
Oh, that's right. I don't know. We haven't made.
I got the brains, man. I've seen every single episode, and I got brains in my head. I got a strong memory, boy.
There's that plot point where the sun one was left in the sunlight, but I don't know.
No. We should have done an episode.
But, to be fair, that plot point was all the way back in season 1.
I know.
So I think it's really just meant to be a write-off joke. Like, the plot points we're covering up were like stuff that went unresolved in season 3. Like Misty flying away, Melody flying off, that sort of thing. The biker gang being kicked off.
I think Melody needed a. To be honest, I think Melody needed a nap.
But that sun monster thing was back in season 1, so I don't know how we can bring back one back.
Well, to be honest, in Melody in season 3, she just wanted. I think she just needed a nap. You good night.
Okay. Yes. Someone asked about joining the Discord. Yes, you can join the Discord. I'm going to create another instant invite right now.
Make sure it's the right one.
Yeah, I'm making sure it's the right one. It's definitely the public reboot. This is the public form.
You better, or else you're screwed.
Christopher Carazals asked, could we hear several of your voices? Oh, boy. Putting us on the spot.
I guess you can hear mine already, because technically mine sucks.
Well, yeah, it's because Sam, yours voice goes through a processor afterwards. And same goes for my XJ8 voice. I just talk in a mono.
Well, I know, but I can do it well because my voice is on monotone because I don't really give a care in the world.
Eric can do just a flat-out perfect impression of Brad, just right off the gate.
If you insist. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's hard putting put on the spot, isn't it?
Silence! I give you
Friday night, and I'm feeling all right. Gonna spread my wings and let the mood take flight. If you wanna come, just grab on tight and let the brand style take you out of sight.
Yep, that is flat out Brad.
Ladies, Brad has left the building.
Yep, there you go. As for me, jeez,
he's voicing too many. He's voicing a lot of stuff.
Let's see. I'm better. The ones I'm voicing are put through processors. XJ8 is put through a heavy processor. Smitus has some robotic texture done after the fact. I guess Gigawatt isn't that much of a processor.
Oh, you're voicing him?
Yeah, I'm voicing Gigawatt.
Oh my gosh! Actually, hey, to Dark Rising, if you want to know GTA San Andreas reference, guess what? Someone actually released a mod for GTA where you can now play as Jenny. Go look it up right now if you want that. Right now.
That's interesting. Is it is it just the model running around, or do they have like the jetpack and the lasers?
I wish it was that. It's just the model.
Which GTA is it?
GTA San Andreas. Hold on.
There's a jetpack in that game. I bet somebody could like.
Oh snap! Well, so basically, here we go. I'm guessing it's the model from Attack of the Toy Bots. That's the model used.
Yeah, I'm guessing it is too.
But my wish has finally been granted. Well, even though I pretty much got out of GTA a while back. And guess what? June 1st, 2017. So someone's...
Jack Bennett. This is an interesting question. I was also following a few other projects, not MLaaTR related. I know how much work and much time was put into this, but how high is the chance this gets canceled before the first episode too? Not likely, because...
Yeah.
Well, there's been a lot of, I'll give you that. There's been a lot of fan-made projects out there that crash and burn, go up, have a glory in the spotlight.
Oh, yeah.
Even ourselves have had a few roller coaster rides of popularity where there was one time, I think, back in March of 16, where we had a huge high point in popularity. Then we kind of dipped down a bit. Then we came to a peak a little bit later in the year, off and on like that. But two main differences between some of the projects that are fan-made projects of the past and this project. One is a lot of those projects were made with, like, what's a good example? What was the name of that project? Let me think for a second. The Friendship is... Fighting? No, fighting is magic. That's it.
Explain this one. Allow me to
Fighting is magic. That had a huge
basically these developers wanted to actually it was basically like I think you had it right. Friendship is
I think it's fighting is magic was the
actually no, it's Fighting is Magic. It's called let me see. Fighting is Magic was the correct title.
Yeah,
so basically, they actually were doing this, and then they attempted to do a Kickstarter, but then Hasbro came in and goes like, "Yo, you can't be doing that."
Yeah, because
Lauren Foss came in, and eventually Lauren Foss came in and developed these original characters for the game, and it's planned to actually get released sometime soon, or I think it's been released now. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but it's under a new name and stuff like that.
It's called Them's Fighting Herds.
Yeah, that's it.
Them's Fighting Herds.
New one. It's the same people who worked on Fighting is Magic, but now they're just doing their own thing. So there's the side of the fan-made projects that spawned off Kickstarters and wanted to accept donations and even put ads on their videos and stuff like that. They usually get shut down by cease and desists by the studios that own the original platform, because not platform. What's the correct term? Trademark. That's it. Because they're making money off of it, and they're in the case of Fighting is Magic, potentially quote unquote. I'm not saying I agree with it. This is the reasoning. Damaging the image of the brand. Again, I don't know. I wouldn't say Fighting is Magic was really damaging it all that well. I don't think it was popular enough to really damage it. But you can see how a series called Friendship is Magic and values the aspect of making friends and how it solves your problems, the little kid lessons and morality, stuff like that. All of a sudden, this video game comes along with the title Fighting is Magic, and it's all about beating your friends up in a Mortal Kombat.
Well, it's become such universally acclaimed
battle simulator.
You got to expect this crap.
You can kind of see where the lawyers would go, that's not very applicable to our brand. And then on top of that, there's the other side of the projects, the other 50% that are kind of like us, where they spawn with people just coming together and working on it, but eventually kind of disparage and the project kind of goes nowhere. Our difference with that is that we all came onto this project literally knowing that this is going to be a long haul project, just off and on working on it in our hobby time, free time. And regardless of how far it goes, we are still going to release everything we got when it comes to release. It's not like
It's not like we're gonna hold on to this stuff and never release it. It's everything we have so far. Say worst case scenario of all time, we get canceled within the next 20 minutes. That's the worst case scenario ever. And because of that, it probably won't happen. But the point is, even if that's
the Viacom's going to get something coming for them.
Even in the situation where we can't get canceled, like 20 minutes from now, we dump everything. Like what we got. We dump all the scripts we got. We dump all the audio we got with some modifications because, again, I have to respect the voice actors and actresses. I can't just release their raw recordings. That's not ethical. But everything we got gets dumped out to the general public, and it's basically a proclamation of, here's how far we got, guys. We worked hard, tails off, yada, yada. That's how far we got. So even in the light of cancellation, we would still release everything we got, and all this work does not go for naught. So, but that being said, we are also going to keep working on it until we can't go any further. Friend of mine. So I hope that answers your questions, Jack Bonnet. Let's see. The dank rising. Will there be drugs, beer in the reboot? No, there will not. Again, we got to keep it PG. So no drugs and beer. Now, will there be jokes about people getting, like, I don't know, tipsy on candy or tipsy on soda pop? Just,
we'll
the standard cartoon procedure. Sure,
of course. Yeah,
sure, we'll do that. But we can't be like, oh, Jenny, pass me that Budweiser. Glug, 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 glug. No, we can't do that. Let's see. Any more questions? Oh, yeah. So Daniel Lopez, where is the page for the names? I'm working on it presently. I'm going to... I'm going to go to our webs. I got to go to webs. Sign in. Reboot. There we go. Manage the website, and I'm going to add a new page. Let's see. I haven't done this in a while. I got to remember how to do this. Builder. Okay, we want to add, first of all, I'm going to go over to the contact section and update the Q&A.
I'm in the middle of something. Get out of here.
Oh.
Sorry. You're on a live broadcast, you know.
Easy.
I'll be right back, guys.
I can remember how to do it.
I swear, these guys really irritate me.
Roommates can take it.
No, it's not roommates. It's siblings. Trust me. I have to...
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3, Dota. We already know he's watching.
Yeah. Yeah. Robin said he knows of us. He just, like I said, every time this comes up, he just.
All right. I'll be right back, guys.
He just knows of this. John White asked, "Will there be
I'm living in my house.
Episode? Yes, there will be plenty of Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Probably some at the beginning, probably some at the end. There's mainly just throughout the episodes. Luke Oliver asks, I was watching Jurassic Park, and I would wonder, what would a crossover be like with Jurassic Park and My Life as a Teenage Robot Rebooted? Like I said, there are no crossover plans. Especially with some, I mean, don't get me wrong, Jurassic Park's awesome, but we're probably not going to do anything like crossing over with Jurassic Park or any, and we definitely don't want to just flat out copy like a dinosaur theme park. That does not to say that we're against the idea of dinosaurs coming into the picture. I mean, heck, I've been freaking studying up on dinosaurs since I was, 3? So, not against the idea of bringing dinosaurs in. It just wouldn't be, Jurassic Park based. Yeah, how do I get to the... Oh, here we go. I go through pages. That's it.
That's it. All right. Some commonly asked questions that we see all the time in this. All right. I'm going to add, here we go. Number 13. Let's see. A commonly asked question is, what's the deal with copyright? Another one I see all the time.
What's the deal with what?
With copyright.
Oh. I thought you were going to say, what's the deal with airline food?
Now, another question, commonly asked question is, what's a good one? Keeps popping up. The advent of crossovers. That's another, yeah, here we go. Will Danny Phantom make a guest appearance? Keep within the realm. Yep. There we go. And can anyone else think of any commonly asked questions we see all the time on these streams? Ah, that's a good one. Brad, X Jenny, Sheldon, X Jenny, blank, or blank, X Jenny. All right, I think I got it. All right, so I'm going to go through now because they're just the actual questions in this episode. Or I mean, this live stream. Bloodborne Virus mentions, someone in Discord mentioned Tiny Jenny. Thoughts? We haven't had any plans for a size episode. That's a common trope in TV. Whoop! There goes my phone. That's a common story plan out. Plan out? That's not the right word. Story. That's a common story in television, and especially with cartoons. But we don't have anything planned so far for like either a tiny or a giant Jenny. Maybe in the future but as we move along, we're becoming more episodic and less wacky idea of the month or wacky idea of the week sort of situation. I mean, season 5 is still going to have plenty of teenage robot wackiness, but at the same time, it's definitely going to be less wacky than season 4.
Season 4 was the one we really pushed the monster of the week situations, where season 5 is going to be wild. There's still going to be sort of that new story every week. There's still going to be an overlapping story. So maybe Tiny Jenny will be something, but present time, no plans yet. Christian McLaughlin asked, in the activation episode, will there be a reference to 1931 Frankenstein? Someone saying it's alive. I can tell you right now, we did not pull a 1931 Frankenstein reference like everyone else in the world when something comes to life in an activation table. Thankfully, I'm actually kind of sick of that trope. Someone seeing something rising from the science table and they go, "It's alive! It's alive!" Whatever. I'm kind of tired of that trope because everyone does it. Everyone does it. Even Transformers Prime did it, for crying out loud. And that's Transformers. They're already robots. And they just saw a robot turn on and they're like, "It's alive! No kidding! You're both robots." It's not much of a amazing moment. All right, anyway. Yes, Apocalypse. That's a good question. That's a good one. Question for the FAQ. Will blank be returning?
Who will be returning?
Blank.
Who?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it is a character with an unresolved plot, i.e. Misty, Melody, Vega, etc.
Oh.
They will indeed be returning. If it is a character that has a resolved plot, i.e. Armageddroid.
He's dead. He's dead.
Dead. Another one that was completely resolved, like no more.
Yeah, he killed him. Yeah, he killed himself.
I'm trying to think in the original series. There's another villain that was completely resolved. It's just not coming to me right now. There is some more resolved villains out there.
Himcules?
Himcules, yeah. Himcules.
Played by Bruce Campbell.
Mm-hmm. There's another reason why we didn't do Himcules. It's just because Bruce Campbell has a voice that is even more specific than Vexus is. There was one person I met in my lifetime that sounded like Bruce Campbell, and yeah, that's one person out of the blue that I met like randomly in my town, and that's it. And I've never seen him again. It's like I've never heard of someone who can do a Bruce Campbell impression on YouTube or something. I haven't seen anybody who can do it well. It's just I met this one guy who can do a Bruce, who just flat out sounds like Bruce Campbell a little bit. But he was some guy I met in my own town, and I've never seen him since. And that was what?
Ooh, Freddy Mario asks, is Reggie
3 years ago, I want to say. So that's another reason why we're not doing Himcules, because no one sounds like Bruce Campbell, and we can't replicate that sound, that voice. So not only is Himcules has a resolved plot, like he doesn't need to come back, but he he has a voice like no other, even more so than Vexus. So it would be weird. Oh, the water sponge monster is another one that has a resolved plot. Okay. Let's see. Apocalypse asks, can there be an episode where the Jenny toys get reprogrammed and become good?
We don't.
I was pretty. Weren't they all destroyed? I can't remember.
Actually, technically, they were not destroyed. They were actually just shut down.
Maybe we can think of something with them.
Well,
But
I don't know though. But I actually
yeah.
honestly don't know. I mean, we could just have like someone be monitoring their like activities and stuff, and like it's.
Brandon Mario, is Raggedy Android coming back? Well,
Oh, I sure do. hope so.
does the Raggedy Android have a resolved plot?
No.
No. Then yes, they're coming. It's coming back. So
And I will.
let's see. Quick question: has Jenny ever used a computer? A Speedhog 858 asks, or can she just get internet access on the spot? That's a good question. And we know the internet exists in this universe. It's not like a. Although to be fair, this series run was made during the time when the internet was just becoming a big thing. Like, heck, it was canceled in 2005, 2006. So just when YouTube became a website. So it was never made when the internet was in its heyday, when it's in the golden age of the internet, so to speak. It was
Oh no!
for it.
No! Jesus vexes.
Oh yeah, Jesus vexes.
Hell no! No!
I'll add that to the
No!
Q&A.
No!
Who is our Lord and Savior? Jesus vexes, of course. Jesus vexes, of course. Have you?
No! 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 Actually, no. I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
Moving on, move forward. All right. So do we play with the idea of the internet more? It's like
I'd rather not, because it's like
I don't like. This is personal preference. I don't know if this applies to everyone, but personally, I really don't like it when cartoons and movies and stuff like that go like, haven't you heard? It's all over Facebook, and they show Facebook or tweets or Twitter, and they just show people texting, and they got those weird bubbles that appear next to the characters as they're typing, or they just show the phone as they're typing. It's just so boring.
Yeah, and I actually think that that's kind of what a lot of reboots and stuff have been injecting into it. I mean, and actually, there's kind of a reason why my Mina and the Count Resurrected is going to be set in like 1995. We're not going to deal with that crap. It's like we're not going to.
Like my problem with it is it's just so boring. I don't like. It's not visually interesting. It's just someone texting or someone showing what they texted. Someone talking about something they saw on social media, stuff that everyone in the world goes through every single day. Why bother putting it in a series?
Yeah, Powerpuff Girls does. The reboot has done it like several times.
I know, it's boring. It's so boring. Like, it's okay. So when you do something creative with it, like that episode of Fairly Odd Parents, when Timmy was literally going through the internet,
yeah.
Surfing the web, literally surfing the web, searching through all these different channels and websites and stuff like that. That's cool. That's exciting. That's visually interesting.
I mean, if we did something like the film Fear.com, we could probably do
But when you're just having your character typing on their phone or showing a text or something like that, it's just so boring. So, will there be the internet in this series? Yeah, probably. I mean, it's a real world thing. It'd be weird not to have it. It'd be like if suddenly there's no cars, you know? But are we going to utilize it like, oh, did you see the text from Britt and Tiff? Oh, let me text him back. No, we're not doing that. That's so boring.
Yeah, that's why. Yep, and that's kind of why Mina and the Count Resurrected is going to be set during the time of You Got Mail. And the time of this.
Still Jesus. For those who don't know, the whole Vexus Jesus thing spawned from I think a live stream a while back that we put a lot of things together, like what Jesus is
2,000 years old.
Oh,
Vexus is
no!
2,000 years old. This came from what the Middle East area. Vexus is designed a lot like Egyptian, which is right next to that Middle East sort of area. And there's a bunch of other things we put 2 and 2 together, and and then someone drew a picture of Vexus in a Jesus pose with a halo above their head, and it's just
please tell me that did not happen. Please tell me that did not happen.
It's out there. I swear to God, it's out there.
Okay, that's it. I'm looking this. All right, that's it.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious, I think. Anyway.
That's it. I've had enough with you people. I'm done.
Right, so
you people you people have insulted me for the last time, and I am not gonna have it. I mean, we still got the Sly the Warriors thing. I mean, but
you got me.
I'm trying to find it.
All right, so can anyone else think of any more frequent questions that they see all the time here? We got the Danny Phantom question. We got the shipping question.
He's not gonna appear in the freaking series. Okay, so shut your mouth and go away.
Well, I don't know who you're referring to. Oh, Danny Phantom. Yeah, he's not gonna appear.
For all you Danny Phantom fanboys, go away.
Here it is.
Go away.
I found it.
Can you show me? Actually, can you send me it? Can you please send me it?
Amazing. This is
Please send me it. Please send me it.
Yeah. I'll send it in the chat. This is it in the chat. I'll send it.
In the chat.
I'll post it in this chat. Although apparently, whenever
that's the one I just found.
Apparently, whenever I post links in this, it doesn't go through. So I'm sorry if this doesn't go through.
No, that's the one I just found. I thought there was another one out there.
That's hilarious.
I thought there was another one. Never mind.
No, that's the one.
Never mind. But you people make me sick. You will make me sick.
It's hilarious. All right. Anyway, wow, that was almost a year ago. Vexus Jesus has been a thing for almost a year now. That's crazy. Time really does fly. It's just like yesterday that we were freaking talking about it for the first time.
We don't need Vexus, okay?
That's another
Jesus, goddammit.
Apocalypse, that's another good one. 18. What is the current progress of the reboot?
You don't have to say it.
I'll probably make time codes with this so we can update this more frequently. As of May 2018, we are in the process of recording dialogue.
Oh my God!
And casting the last few voices to then record, namely Tuck and Vexus. Ironically enough, Tuck is a bigger problem because Tuck appears in way more episodes than Vexus does, because he's one of the main guys.
Why? Okay, why are you hating down on Tuck? Like, what's your problem? You hating on the kid? What's your problem?
No, I'm just saying he's a bigger problem. Like, with us not having a voice.
Why?
Because he appears more than Vexus does.
Okay, who here on the chat box thinks Tuck is a problem?
Is a main villain, but she's not a main character. You know, I don't know if that. Tuck is a main character. He appears in almost every episode of season 4.
You on him?
Jenny appears in I think every episode of season 4, but Tuck is right up next to her, appearing almost every time.
Yeah, we got some interesting stuff for him though.
That, we move on to official animation and official animation. Yeah, that's just about it. Just official animation, and then I think that covers just about every common question we see on these streams.
Can you please stop giving us the common stuff and go with something unique, please?
No, that's fine. It's fine. We haven't updated this FAQ in a while, so it's good we're updating these questions.
We keep doing this we keep doing live streams every month.
Christian McLaughlin, any idea as to how or if when Jenny finds out who the Silver Shell really is? Well, I'll say it is a plot point that has yet to be resolved, so gotta resolve it. I think that's as much as we
got so far. I don't know what.
Oh, here's a good one. How many people are working in the reboot? Ooh,
that's a good one. That's another one good one.
We got like about
people.
We have like about roughly
in the reboot.
Over 50 people, I guess, or
yeah, 1, 2, 3,
really? Yeah, over 50. Most of them are voice actors though, and some some actually do like cross things. Some do like the screenwriting and do some pretty much like myself. Like I'm doing screenwriting on one hand.
Just
voice acting on the other.
In general, we don't count the same people twice. It's not like we go.
I know.
Oh, we got.
No, that's what I wasn't.
Because we have one person taking 5 roles. No, that's not how it works. We have a little over 50 people at the present time, just individual people working on it. Always looking for more, though.
Oh, here's a good one. Since summer's coming up, do you think about doubling the live streams to speed up the process?
Well, live streams is really just public interaction. We're not doing a lot of teenage robot work when we do these live streams. We do more teenage robot work when we are just in our free time and as well as in our production meetings. But we can open up. We can probably do more live streams this summer if we want to go that direction. Just because it's summertime and we're not as busy as we were in the normal years. I mean, people of course have jobs and stuff, but versus other times in the year, it's quite clear that we are not as busy. But I don't know. We can probably do that. We can probably open up a second live stream of the month now that it is summer. I'll have to think on that. But yeah, definitely more possible to do more public interaction this summer. Yes, Apocalypse. You are nailing it with these commonly asked questions. The Robin Vetti question.
Yeah, he is. We basically actually there was one point. Oh, this was actually kind of funny. I know, kind of heartbreaking, but there actually were a bunch of Twitter people who kept on asking, "What's going on with the reboot? What's going on with the reboot?" And then
I want to make it clear right now. Again, just please stop messaging Rob Renzetti about the reboot. Please, please
stop. This is verbal. This is harassment, and he doesn't have to take it.
No, but seriously, that's referencing a really old commercial. But
I don't
seriously,
care.
He's not affiliated with us. He is not. We don't communicate with him. He doesn't communicate with us. He knows about us, and we know of him. But that is the extent of our knowledge of each other.
Any holiday specials? Yeah, we are doing those. We're planning that.
Yeah, we have a few.
Yeah, we have.
We're not recreating. But I don't want to go into which ones. But we are definitely just not. We're not recreating the Christmas episode, though. We are unfortunately that. Well, I say.
Oh my gosh, that was so.
I say unfortunately because I'm not the biggest fan of the holiday.
That was so stupid.
No, it's not terrible. It's not like a terrible piece
like,
of animation. It's just.
Oh wait, there was one guy. One of our composers actually changed his name to say this.
Oh yeah,
a robot for all seasons is not canon.
Yeah, in our production Discord.
That was funny.
He changed it to that. But
actually, I think I know what Todd Sweeney should have got though. A pair of scissors.
Well, I think the name is already a reference enough.
No. So he could become a barber. That's what he wants to be.
I know. It's Sweeney Todd, but I think the Todd Sweeney name is reference enough.
Everything has gone quiet.
Knowledge.
Why is that?
Knowledge.
Anyone die?
Of the reboot. And
oh my God, Edward Sweeney hands. No, actually, no. I can do you one better. Hold on.
His knowledge of the family reboot is
Edward. Oh, sweet God, no. Apocalypse, you made me do this.
He, of course,
You made me do this, Apocalypse. You made me.
Any crew member
Yes, you did.
talking to
Yes, you did.
messaging us. Expect is a chapter their life is now closed.
La 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 la. I'm not listening. Yes, you are.
Okay, another one.
Because you're typing it.
Another good question. I think that covers the majority of them all. Here's a good one. What's the release date?
Oh, that's actually. Oh, we've been thinking about this one.
As of
I think we're currently pushing for a
As
2019.
of May 2018, we have no official release date.
I actually thought we were kind of pushing for a 2019 release.
We are working towards it for sure.
Yeah, so we're pushing for
We
that.
want to come up with a good release date at some point so we can stop. Because I put a time code on this one too, the May 2018, because that's another question I want to keep updating. All right, so that's we just went from 13. No, we just went from 12 frequently asked questions to 21. So I think we covered a good
21
handful of commonly asked questions on this stream. So I'm going to update that. Good, that's been republished. And now I'm going to make an entirely new page.
So wait, is this on the website or is this on the website?
Yes, this is on the website. Well, let's see. We have home, about, join the crew, contact, and discussion forums. We definitely need a new page for this. We're going to need...
21.
How about a banner?
21.
This is going to be
Production
called...
work, one episode. Well, oh, this is a good one. Does production work one episode at a time, or so it's concurrently? What we do here is actually we schedule during everything. We actually schedule what we do for each episode. So basically, at one point we're going to work on one episode. Another point we're going to work on another.
Yeah, kinda. We're working on all the episodes at the same time. It's not like we
basically something like that. But usually we
finish one episode and then we go to the next episode, and then we finish that episode and we go to the next one.
Other times,
if that was the case, we would have been done with. We would definitely been done with the first episode by now. But when we release this, we want to release it like a series where it's like, instead of we get one episode done and then months later,
oh gosh,
episode.
Any chances of seeing
months
Jenny
after that comes the next episode. We want to do it where it's like 1 week we release an episode, and the next week we release like a behind the scenes.
No.
And then the week after that, we release another episode. Then the next week we release behind the scenes on that. Then the next week, and like a set schedule. If we work on these episodes in a case by case scenario where we make one episode, polish it up, send it out, animate it, all yada yada, and then start working immediately on the next one, we would be here for even longer than we already have been.
Forever.
And the waits would be even more excruciating because then if one episode ends in a cliffhanger, you're not going to see that get resolved for months ahead. When if we release on a set schedule and weekly schedule, which is only possible if we work on all these episodes at the same time, you would see the cliffhanger be resolved within a few weeks, and so it'd be better. That's why it's not a case per scenario.
Because actually, everyone, they're going to start going with their torches and pitchforks, and they're going to start screaming at us on the internet when's the next coming out.
Jack Bennett asks, can you put a live stream schedule on the homepage? I almost missed this one because I expected it on Sunday. Can't check.
To be honest, that's actually a good idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure out a way how to make this a little bit more known.
Okay, I want to go back for
this weekend. Usually, like I say, every meeting or live stream, we usually have these live streams the last Sunday of every month at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is our usual schedule. But like I said, sometimes like this example, this past weekend, the live stream gets pushed around a bit because time constraints, and sometimes it just doesn't work out like that. And yeah, this one I admit probably could have been advertised a little bit better, that it was going to be on Memorial Day than this past Sunday. So apologies for that, Jack Burnett. But
There was actually
I can probably mention
there's an
someone on the
episode
main
about
where
race.
it's going to be.
Ooh, I like this. Is there an episode about racing?
Not presently, no.
Well,
Not presently. I
know, but I kept thinking time and time again to actually. We keep thinking of time and time again. I actually had an idea for that, but
I think there was a long time ago. We can probably.
Yeah, we could. I actually did have
open up one live stream about all the canceled ideas that we had long time ago that we haven't looked at since. But there was one idea a long while back that was about racing.
Jenny driving the car.
Yeah, but
I was like, what's the point of that?
I think we shut it down because we asked ourselves, because it was all about Jenny getting a driver's license. But then we asked ourselves, like, what's the point in Jenny getting a driver's license if she can just fly wherever she goes? She can fly. Why would you want to drive a car at that point? You can just blast off to anywhere.
There was this little one was in from Speedy Hog. Any chance of seeing Jenny's hot rod decal? We don't have anything at the moment, but I do think that'll be kind of a cool little Easter egg.
Well, no, it's like we have a few episodes where Jenny changes her look.
But we could have like a little Easter egg of it, like a tiny
we don't have any plans for the hot rod design specifically coming back, but we definitely have a few episodes where Jenny gets in a different outfit or something, like maybe it's like a party or something.
Oh yeah, we do have some of those.
But we can definitely think about bringing the hot rod design back. I mean, it's not like it wasn't like
at least an Easter egg, at least.
Well, not even just an Easter egg. We can just flat out think about bringing it back for an episode or two. It's not like it's a design that can't be brought back whatsoever. It's just like different design for Jenny. Christian McLaughlin asks, are any episodes for nothing big and exciting episodes? Is it just a regular day, no superhero heroics, no one doing something that could be dangerous, or just a regular average run of the day middle weekday? Yes and no. There are definitely a few slice of life episodes where they're just like, I think we already talked about Beach Time Calamity, where they just go to the beach. The episode is literally they just go to the beach, but much to the akin of.
I was saying you were wondering why we're floating around the
Teenage Robot. This is Teenage Robot. There's not really a situation where they go do something normal and then it just stays normal. It turns into something.
This isn't fan fiction. Well, this is not like fan fiction, people. They're not going to be like doing on the sunset and kissing each other.
Well, what? What fan fiction have you been reading?
No, it's just a cliche, man. It's the usual cliches of fan fiction.
Well, the beach time. They go to the beach. It's not like it's just a plot point where they. I mean, I admit that's a trope you see a lot in cartoons where they just go to the beach.
There's definitely one thing for sure. If they go to the beach, though,
that would fit.
They're definitely going to need a bigger boat.
Well, it definitely turns into something that fits within the line of the Teenage Robot, theme. So it's not. Yes, there's, like I said, Christian McLaughlin. Yes, there's a few episodes that pertain to slice of life situations where they go to the beach. It's a rainy day. But those things turn into something zany and fun and stuff like that fits Teenage Robot style. So, yeah. Let's see.
First of all,
let's see. I'm reading through all these questions. Christian McLaughlin. Yeah, I understand what you meant by a regular day, but nothing happens.
That's not.
I understand that, like where that direction would go.
Right, Mario, I swear, if you bring that up, you son of a.
It's kind of hard. It's really hard because if you make an episode where nothing happens, you got yourself a really boring episode. To be honest, because even with slice of life episodes, there's always like something going on, like slice of life episode where I don't know, they want to win a basketball tournament, just something off the top of my head. You still have to make it interesting about them wanting to win a basketball tournament.
Okay, I'm still not done
So
with
it's
you.
like,
I'm not done with you.
because if
I'm not done
nothing
with you.
happens and they just kind of just do nothing and
I'm
they
not
just
done with you.
have a regular day, just school, homework, bed, school, homework, bed, because they're high school. It's
I swear, you do.
kinda
You pull
boring.
another stunt like
But
that, you're gonna.
just like if you add a little sprinkle of that, like of the teenage robot zaniness, where sure they want to be in this basketball tournament and they want to win this basketball tournament. There's not a basketball tournament planned. It's just like this is just an example. But say, what if for some whatever reason the Mudslinger also wants to win the basketball tournament? So the Mudslinger introduces his mud powers and Jenny introduces her robot powers. And then they on the court they have little brief battle segments.
Yeah, that was
playing basketball of like Jenny using her jets to do a slam dunk, or the Mudslinger using his mudslinger powers to block Jenny's throw or something. Then you can get more interesting, where it's like, oh, now we have some like stuff we can do with that teenage robot style. But like in pertains of just them doing nothing, it's like even Gridiron Glory, where they just Jenny joins the football team. That's a slice of life episode. But they took it and then it turned into she used her powers to get everything done, and then the Polytech guys come in with their robot suits and the giant metal dog, and that becomes like that's kind of the teenage robot stuff. So it's like slice of life, but at the same time you introduce those crazy cartoon robot teenage robot elements, and then you got more interesting episode. Because again, if they're just lounging about doing their daily life activity with nothing going on, it's not unlike what people do in general in life.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Like go to school, do homework, go to bed, sleep, wake up, go to school.
Well, I was thinking this one. How do we have an episode that takes place have the bystanders?
Oh, like
it's I don't know, kind of similar to like Cloverfield.
Possibly, but that's only if one of our main characters or side characters, I should say, one of our side characters stands out above the rest, sort of situation. Like, there's been a few episodes out there of other cartoons that do it. Like, the SpongeBob episode just had an episode about Fred the fish, the guy who screams "my leg." Yeah, they just had an episode dedicated to that dude. He was the main character of that episode. And then the Friendship-Based Magic My Little Pony series had an episode, I think for their 100th special, about they literally kicked out the main characters and made the side characters the main characters of the episode. And we just went about the lives of those characters and saw how crazy their lives were. You know, you just thought the main people were had crazy lives. Well, check out these people. We could maybe have an episode like that too, but it's tricky because those episodes, those series, My Little Pony and SpongeBob were able to do those episodes because the fandoms of those series deemed those characters worthy enough to have their own episodes and have their own focus. If you try to do it with characters that are not as gripping to the fandom and not as interesting, it's going to crash and burn, and people are going to prefer just sticking to Jenny. So we could probably do that, but we would have to see the fandom really, really liking this specific, like any specific side character way more above the rest before we handle that. And it can't just be a villain, because that's not the same thing. That's not the same thing as doing a slice of life side character story. Being a villain focused episode is taking a character that is already well established in the series and making just an episode dedicated about them.
Hey, how about this one? Jenny forming a rock band.
I think that's another episode that we talked about in a little bit, but I don't think we're doing something like. I don't think we're doing a rock band episode either now.
No, Kermit, no. Kermit?
I'm going to commit suicide. No.
Oh, wait.
All right.
Oh, nothing makes me happier.
All right, let's see.
About your corpse.
People often ask, when it comes to musical scores, will they be synthetic or orchestral? It depends on what you mean by synthetic and orchestral. Technically, it is going to be 100%. It's going to be 100% synthetic because, except maybe a few guitars, because Eric can play the guitar and the bass. So maybe in that department, they might be real. But as pertains to like trumpets and strings and brass and stuff like that, and that sort of thing, it's more than likely going to be synthetic instruments. Now that being said, they're going to be nice. Like we have, like at least in my personal disposal, I have a few east-west instruments.
Will Jenny ever get her nerves back? Perhaps with upgrades.
Well, in pertaining to my case, I have a few east-west instruments where they take actual instruments and record samples of them, so you can then take them and replay them. And they're not just like weird synth instruments you find in like a keyboard or something. They're like actual recordings of instruments playing these notes that you can then take and then build into a song or something. So they're not going to be.
Oh, when
we want to have a brass instrument, we're going to have a brass instrument. It's just it just might not be a live recording of a brass instrument lively playing the sound that we want it to play. It'll probably be a recording of the brass instrument reprogrammed to play the sound we want it to play. Again, I'm just using brass as an example. It'd probably be the same as a choir with a strings instrument, with anything. Again, except a guitar / bass, because we have not only Eric, I should say, but there's also a few other people who can play guitar who's on the crew. We also have someone who can play the saxophone, but I don't know if they'd be willing to record anything.
We got what says there. Will Jenny ever get her nerves back? Perhaps with upgrades. And Jack Bennett stated this: she kept one in her armpit. That's an open plot point.
That's a good point.
There.
That's a good point. I don't know. We haven't talked about that yet. Maybe. To be honest, that is one plot point, the nerve endings, that we haven't talked about yet. So maybe.
We'll see. Oh my gosh. We can have her laugh until she dies.
Christian McLaughlin, where it's noticeably synthetic, like the RoboCop theme. Yes, we have to, because the original series had noticeably synthetic instruments too, where it's like Jenny's main theme is a synthetic. I don't even know what to describe it. It's like a synthesizer that's like
It's a theremin.
Yeah, that is it.
It's a what? It's a what?
A theremin. That's what
Theremin?
the instrument is called.
Theremin.
It's like that's not like an analog version. I think in the actual show they used it on like a keyboard.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've definitely recreated it, so we have it. We have her weird theremin thing.
That is an old the epic sax guy in the reboot.
I don't know about that, but I just said we have someone on the crew who can play the saxophone. So let's see. That being said, all right. So,
oh please,
what should I call this new page? Should I be like
live streams?
Season synopses. Is there a plural word for synopsis? It's because I just synopsis plural. I want to say synopses, but I don't know if that's an actual word.
I think it would just be ES instead of IS.
It is. I just found it. It is. Season synopses. Maybe just episode synopses. Yeah, there we go. Episode synopses. Paragraph.
Brendan Moore.
All right, so 40. So I'm just gonna start going through these and just adding all the ones that are on. 401. Activation day. I'll just be copying and pasting the ones as I go along. The ones we've released, anyone.
You guys are trying to be
401, 402.
I did have actually have thoughts of making my own cartoon or comic. It's an interesting.
Exponential. That's bullshit. Could probably think about releasing more episode titles in their synopses in the oncoming months.
We don't have an actor. We don't have a confirmed actor for voice for Vexus yet.
Yeah. You sound
we are still I don't know how long we've been looking for this one. I have no freaking clue. It's like been like
here for a while.
Jesus, I don't know. Jesus, man.
I think our first casting call was like a little over a year ago.
I think so. I think it was almost exactly a year ago, to be honest.
It was like early April.
Yeah. Yeah, so just about. Let's see, 403A. We've released all the episode names up to what? I don't think there has been an episode that we haven't released yet that doesn't end in a number greater than 406. I think all those episodes after are still kept under lock and key. Do.
Any Bugs Bunny type of fast talking to get out of a sick what?
Sticky situation? Possibly. I mean, yeah, I guess so. I mean, that's a common cartoon thing where they just like they outsmart the guy, but not by fighting, but by wit.
I did think we can.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not really much of a spoiler. It's just like, yeah, sometimes a character.
Spoilers!
By being smart, not really like being aggressive or anything.
Beep, beep. So do you know? We're still oh yeah. So do you know when we'll have a trailer, perhaps?
This summer, we are going to have an official trailer. The teaser trailer that's been out for a while is just a teaser.
Myself before I get
official trailer this summer. So be on the lookout. Let's see. Copy, so I can copy and paste this easily. No? All right, I'm gonna have to go to the.
I don't think we actually have an episode related to the fourth wall.
Probably not. That's kind of Deadpool's department, not really Jenny's.
Yeah, that's not really. Yeah. Oh gosh.
I think they did do like at least one line in the original series where Jenny looks directly at the camera and talks to the camera, and it just looks so bizarre to me.
Was there one?
It was in the one where she was dating the kid that was afraid of technology.
AKA Robin.
I can't remember that. What did she say?
I forget what she said, but she looked
Distraction?
like directly into the camera, and it was really weird.
AKA, it's for all you don't know, it's pretty much the one where it's she dates Robin.
Oh yeah, the voice actor, the same voice actor. Yeah.
Yeah, Scott Menville.
All right. Episodes of Major Events.
Yes, we are working for different.
Wow, there's a chat room.
We are actually working. We actually have a composer from Japan. We have
What the hell? I didn't know there was a chat room on the discussion forums. I didn't know that. They
What's going on?
Must have added that. Anyway, what was the question? I'm sorry.
Is it true? Isn't it true you guys are working with people from different countries?
Yes.
We actually have a composer from Japan. We have.
Well, to be fair, he was originally from United States and then he moved to Japan. But yeah, now he's in Japan.
Well, technically, I in my production, I actually have a concept artist from Germany.
Well, I think they're asking about this one, but yeah, there's someone who is from Puerto Rico. We got someone from England. I mean, Puerto Rico is a United States territory, but you know, it's not like officially a state. Whatever you want to, you know, that's politics, though. Let's see, what's another one? We have another one from somewhere. We have another person from, I don't want to say England.
Kermit, it's not Kermit season. Stop it.
I'm pretty sure we also have someone from Australia. I don't know. I don't keep everyone's location on record. It comes up in basic conversation.
Kermit, I said stop it. It's
right,
not Kermit season. Stop it.
We
had enough crap from
say,
God and stuff. So stop it.
Reminiscing about this, I'm on the discussion forums right now because we have a log of our synopsises here that I can just copy and paste over the.
Kermit, where'd you get the money for that?
Let's see. But reminiscing about the discussion forums, the coolest thing about interacting with the community is how close they get to some of the episodes. like sometimes we would have idea suggestions that would be like, we would basically, I obviously can't say which ones these are, but we would have idea submissions that would be already in production. Like, I think one that happened was Rusted In, where someone was like, what about like an episode where it's like Jenny has to deal with the rain, you know, rusted in with can't stopping crime while dealing with the rain. And we hadn't announced Rusted In at the time, but yeah, we were working on Rusted In, where she has to deal with fighting crime and fighting, you know, her basic superheroing while it was downpouring rain outside in a big thunderstorm. So it's really interesting to see how sometimes the community comes up with that we already are working on.
Okay. If you're here to sell God, tell me about God. Tell me about God.
Well, let's not get religious here, but
no. There's this video of. It's this really funny video.
Okay, let's just keep things Teenage Robot.
Kermit, stop it.
Let's see.
My God, it's like this is literally just not worth the video anymore.
Da, 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 da. Builder. Integers. I think we change the name on integers. We went from integers nor intellectual, which sounds better, it rolls off the tongue a bit better. But changed it to integers not intellectual because it's grammatically correct.
Ooh, that's a good. Oh, actually, I was thinking. Oh my goodness, time travel episode. I actually want to do that.
Yeah, maybe, but no plans for season 4.
Well, I actually had like a dream journal entry where she actually does go back in time and goes warping through time.
I think that's a comic too in the community. Someone had a.
They actually did a comic where where she goes back in time, where she goes back in time, and then she like finds Nora and stuff. Where's that drawing I did? I'm trying to find. Oh yeah, check this. I did this actually a while back. Beckett. And he has a World War II soldier.
I don't know how well it can see.
As a soldier. I'm thinking of also doing one of her as a knight, as I was also in the dream entry. I don't want your.
Okay, so let's see. I'm almost done putting in all the episodes that we've released so far. Like, well, just their synopsis and their titles throughout the community. Actually, gonna cross-check if we've actually released that one. We did that one.
Put Jenny in a Skyrim setting and have her fight
Journalism,
No.
yeah.
We know the perfect way to fight dragons and krakens. It's 2 words. Onion donuts. Okay? You all need to understand that that's a very essential tool for fighting monsters. Onion donuts. Okay? Onion donuts.
Any other episodes that we've released?
You got that, bloodborne virus? Onion donuts.
All right.
I don't care what they are. You use onion donuts on them. I don't know if I've been driven mad. I'm just like feel like I'm going wasted over this stuff, man. Because I think we can do so much in this show.
5A.
Actually, that was sort of mechanically had the ability to turn to. I don't know about that. We still did, like, you know, there was the episode Voyage to the Planet of the Bikers and stuff.
What's that?
No, it was like, does Jenny still canonically have the ability to turn to a bike?
Oh no, that was because the biker, they didn't like.
Yeah, that was
like,
Voyage of
the bike.
Voyage
Like, they rebuilt her as a bike and then had to deconstruct her and rebuild her again as a normal robot. So she didn't like.
Well,
But then she turned back into a bike at the end.
Well, I do think she probably could do it though, because she has the ability to like change into vehicles and stuff. So maybe,
but like that was like. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. That's
no.
It was never like Transformers where she like transformed into the bike. It was the bikers deconstructed her and then reconstructed her as a robot, and were threatened and didn't turn her back until they were threatened again, and then they finally did this, rebuilt her as a robot.
Oh boy, yep. You may want to get on. Oh god damn!
All right, so it looks like
Nate, you may want to get on the server now, on the Discord server now. There is something Get on the Discord server right now.
All right, hold on.
No, now.
I got it. I'm working on it right now.
I took screens, so just in case of evidence, just in case. How does this even happen? How does this even happen?
Hold on. It's just because it's a public Discord. That's how.
Oh yeah, especially that other time that guy spammed a bunch of other crap. We don't talk about that, please. We don't talk about that crap. Any chance a solution to the rusting problem Jenny has? Don't we?
Let's see.
Reset the computers, everyone. Okay. Turn into a bile for Tuck at the end of an episode. She didn't turn into a bile. She turned into a bike. Green Star, we're not doing. Oh my gosh. Why is that such a meme now? I don't feel so good. Turns to. How did that become? Oh shit.
There we go.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, never mind. I thought it was my phone.
There we go.
Tom's phone vibrated.
And
Wasn't mine.
hold on.
Voice Roger! She flew into
That's
the
taken care
air.
of. Sorry about that. Brief little thing that we had to take care of in Discord.
Yeah, I had to do something on my server as well. Ugh.
In our streets. Anyway, questions. Any more questions that we missed on as I was doing that? I'm also in the almost done adding all the episodes that we have already announced. Let's see. I gotta add Beach Time Calamity now.
Ring, 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 ring. We need food.
Okay.
We're gonna need more danger.
Next gen console. 405.
What she did to me would eat me. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. She could work on the rest of her life. She would look at shit. She would look at good, son.
I don't know what you're saying.
I don't know how come. I had to tell you that she was what. Oh gosh, Green Star. We need downfall parodies of with. We need a downfall parody with Vexus.
I don't know what's even.
Have you? No. The Hitler. It's a movie based on like the final 5 days of Adolf Hitler. It's a really good movie actually, and it became like this massive internet meme. Kind of funny though how a film went to becoming that was once received an Academy Award nomination for Best Foreign Film to a meme on YouTube that's still going on.
I think I got all the episodes that we've announced so far, but you know what? Maybe can we release? I don't realize we walk a line. You know what? Let's do that. We can release the synopsises for those guys.
Which one?
We're gonna release the synopsises and the titles for the 406 episodes. We haven't done that yet. As I'm putting them on the website right now, I'm gonna do that. 406A, Nightmare on the Railways.
Oh, this is gonna be a fun one. This is something.
No one reveal a plot twist though, because that's meant to be a plot twist. The synopsis doesn't reveal the plot twist. It just gives out what it's about. Okay. Let's see. Nightmare on the Railways.
One with oh my god. All we had to do was follow the damn train, Jenny.
All right, so I do have to modify the synopsis a little bit. What was the location that would what was the location that they all go to in the field trip? Where's Nightmare? Nightmare on the Railways, that's it. I gotta look. I'm typing up the synopsis right now. What's the location I go to?
All we had to do was follow.
Hollow Space and Science.
Large number 4 one with T.
Hollow Space Science.
You know what? I think we're gonna take a little drive.
Cover the hole.
No, because someone's saying, oh, someone's quoting Big Smoke from San Andreas. You know what? You know what? I think we're going to take a little drive. Somebody save the smoke! Kermit? Kermit? No.
I don't. Kermit's not in the stream.
No, it's like, I'm going to commit suicide. Kermit?
Well, yeah, that's only funny when Kermit is saying it because it's Kermit.
Kermit? No.
All right.
Kermit, don't you dare.
Any questions? Christian McLaughlin, any solution to rusting problem that Jenny has? Like, in general?
Oh,
no.
that's wrong. No.
In general, no. Jenny can still rust. I mean, she's a robot. She's made of metal. Metal rusts. That's an attribute of metal that cannot be changed. Can metal, is it metal in general that rusts, or is it just iron that rusts?
I'm pretty sure it's just iron.
I'm actually gonna Google that because and robots in general are treated like they can, and every media ever can treated like they can rust, no matter what material they're made out of.
I swear.
Other.
That's it. That's an apocalypse. You're done. You're done. You're done.
Okay, so not only iron rust, but steel does too.
Okay, yeah, because
Steel
they're
rust.
made of the same thing.
Aluminum is what doesn't rust as easy because it's protected in a layer of aluminum oxide, which contains oxygen. So it only iron and steel only rust because they come into contact with water, not hence why Jenny rusts in the rain.
I'm actually tearing up. I'm not even kidding.
Daniel Lopez, yes, I will continue with the background. I'm just working on updating the website to add some synopsises. Greenstar78 asks, I have a question. I know there is a contract saying that anyone working on the MLaaTR reboot can't talk about spoilers in it. What are the consequences if they disclose the information? Well, I will tell you. Sounds cool. All right, so if someone in the reboot dares talk about spoilers or leak something, it all depends on the gravity of the spoiler.
You will be found and you will be shot.
If it is a huge monumental spoiler, something that we were trying to keep secret from everyone and like was supposed to be a big twist, they would probably be kicked for a while from the production crew. I don't know if it would be a permaban from the production crew. I think that might be a little too extreme, but it would definitely be kicked for a very long time as punishment.
Okay.
It's like a minor spoiler. It would probably be, they'd be get a little light slap on the hand and then, you know, little like, no, and scolding, but I don't know if any, it depends, again, it depends on the gravitas of the spoiler. Apocalypse, capital punishment.
That's what, no, you'll be tied to a tree. No, you'll be tied to a tree and you'll be shot to death.
I'll send in the drone. All right,
Apocalypse. I'm okay now.
Oh,
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Speedhog58 could Jenny ever leave her body and exist on a computer? Her mind's technically software, right? Yes and no. Yes and no. The way we basically are treating it is that Jenny's mind, because he's
a computer.
Because there was something we had to limit Jenny's capabilities as a robot a little bit because we ran a few times into the Superman situation where your character is so immortal and so invulnerable that it becomes uninteresting when she starts to fight something. So we had to limit her capabilities as a robot and therefore limit the world's capabilities as a robot. So we made basically so that Jenny's brain is one of a kind. And so is XJ8s and so is XJ7s. The robots of this universe are one of a kind. You can't remake Jenny's brain. You can build the same model as Jenny's brain, but it will not be Jenny. Just like how in real life, when a human is born, they have a brain just like every other human out there. They have a human brain, but obviously
Blue Box
is not the same as Eric, and Eric is not the same as Sam. They are different people. So we kind of treated that same sort of situation with Jenny and her brain. So like that way, if Jenny gets damaged,
what do you mean? So how are the kids?
I don't know.
What the hell do you mean by that?
So that in that situation, if Jenny gets heavily damaged, she becomes heavily damaged, and you can't just easily rebuild her. You know, of course, it's not to the extent of, oh my gosh, she lost an arm, now she has lost an arm forever. No, that's a little different. I'm talking about like big injuries to like the brain of Jenny's computer brain, maybe her core where that provides her power, that sort of thing. So it's like that way we can have a superhero that is like strong and powerful, but at the same time, if it's not immortal. So not every battle is like, oh, she's just gonna win because she's immortal, like kind of with like the Superman situation. So in pertaining of her leaving her brain and going into a computer and going into something different, it's possible, but the original brain has to stay connected. Once you remove that connection, her conscious is sucked back into her brain, her normal brain. If the original brain is destroyed, then Jenny's destroyed. That's the rule we have set up for ourselves. Just again, so we don't make Jenny this immortal robot that can fight anything. Because that's like one of the tropes that I see a lot of times with robots in media. It happened with like the Big Hero 6, where they were like, oh no, Baymax is destroyed. Spoiler for Big Hero 6, but it came out 4 years ago, so if you haven't seen it by now, that's a shame on you. But Baymax was destroyed. Oh, we're all so sad. Also, it's terrible. Wait, we can just build a new one, and they built a new one. That I don't like that. That ruins the gravitas of someone dying. So I don't like those situations where the superhero is immortal like that. And so we wanted to remove that from Jenny, so that now when she's fighting villains and stuff, there's actual stakes when she becomes in danger. If her vital parts that are one of a kind and are only of her are just like any other human out there, that's the end. It's kind of like, it's also kind of similar to what Transformers Prime sort of established, which is something I really like from that show. If you haven't seen the series, Transformers Prime established that the Transformers robots, yes, there are parts of them that can be rebuilt, but there are other parts that can't, that are one of a kind. Stuff like, they call them biomech, basically, where it's like an optic, where obviously in Teenage Robot out, there's a lot more robot and a less biomech, but in Transformers Prime, like there would be the optic, the eyeball. You can't rebuild.
Yeah, I know she's a robot.
You can't rebuild that. The T-Cog, which is what gave them their transformation abilities and what gave them the ability to scan things, you can't rebuild that. An arm, you can upgrade and get and rebuild and stuff like that, but vital organs and parts and stuff like that, you can't rebuild. They are one of a kind. They come
we do have plans for Britain Tiff. We do have plans
with the original person, character, whatever. So that, again, this is a long answer to your question, but that's the rule kind of we're treating with Jenny. There are some things that can be replaced and rebuilt, like arms and jetpacks and weapons and stuff like that, but there are vital, quote-unquote, organs, not really organs, but, robotic organs that, like, maybe her core, definitely her brain, stuff like that, that can't be replaced and only come with the original Jenny. And same deal with everyone other robot in the series. XJ8. XJ8's brain only is for XJ8. XJ7's brain is only for XJ7. You can't, they're not compatible with other robots and other computers and stuff like that. Can they connect? Can they transfer their conscious over to it? Yes, because that's fun. But if you sever the link, they go back to the original brain. And if you destroy that brain, they're gone for good. I hope that answers your question.
Feels good, man. It feels good to be part of production crew, man.
Okay, so that being said, I know that was a long question. So let me scroll back down and see if I missed any others.
That's what. Cookies are diabetes, and apple pie is diabetes. That's the. Yep.
All right, so
Cookies are high in iron. Well, what do you mean high in iron? Does that mean the?
Bloodborne virus. Any plans for Brit and Tiff? Yes, they are essential characters of the series.
I don't know. What was your? I don't know. What was that?
They appear in plenty of episodes.
What do you mean? They're diabetes. God damn it. That just made my day. Diabetes.
All right. Well, I think I'm caught up on the questions, I think.
Diabetes.
Sorry if I missed a few, though.
Cookies and apple. I'm
Um,
here to talk about diabetes.
what are they?
Will there be an episode? Will there be an episode that Jenny has the ability to eat people food? What? What? I mean, there's one. Okay, there was one actually that was mentioned earlier. Hold on. There should be an episode where Jenny and friends have a prank war. This isn't YouTube, man. Are you not entertained? Okay, we good now? Hello? Didn't you hear a loud crash? What? I didn't hear anything. She actually... Well, I don't know about... I don't know if that's actually going to be... I don't know. For like a... For an episode, I don't really think that's going to work. Like, having the digestion... Like, what's the point? To be completely honest, what's the point? Nate, are you dead?
I am typing something out. What is there a question?
She's like, no, there's like this episode if like have the ability to eat people food, or if like one should have like a prank war.
Yeah, that was also talked about in an early concept episode. The problem with that one was we couldn't really decide. Well, obviously we can decide why Jenny wants it. It's because she
it's like, what the frick is that all about? It's like
what to do after that. Like, okay, Jenny can eat things like people food, but
how are we gonna go from there?
Like, where do we go from there? Like, we can't. Do we make a villain that she has to fight that's like about eating? Do we make like?
Oh gosh, let's not go. Oh my gosh, let's not go into
and
that.
Then there's like we can do maybe a food competition where they have to make something delicious or something. But even then, that's like
yeah. Okay, there's another one where it's like Jenny and friends have a prank war.
It gets weird. So it's like that's the reason why we didn't really go for that episode idea, because we talked about, of course, you know, there was the hear no evil, see no evil, hear no evil. Did I say that? Feel no evil? All the no evil episodes where they explore Jenny's senses.
See no evil, hear no evil, and speak no evil.
That's it. So they basically went over basic human abilities and that sort of thing. But
how many episodes are? There was another one where it said they should have like a prank war or something.
Possibly.
All right. So Thomas asks, how many episodes are planned for release? Oh, never mind.
24 for season 4.
No, you could have just typed out the answer, but never get it.
All right. Season 5 is yet to be seen.
Will the school be updated like the blackboards we were played with? I don't think we're gonna do that. I'm not sure if we're gonna do that.
Well, that's probably a question when we get back into
if Jenny can't get a job,
background design, because we are definitely updating the technology. Like, we actually have a few episodes that deal with the future of how things are being replaced by other things, and you know, problems that come with that. We have a few episodes like that, and then you know, you'll never see those little bits of technology ever again. But it's a little tricky because when you do these future concepts, you can't go too over the top, because then you lose relatability of the real world. And at the same time, the original Teenage Robot series was not that advanced for being a series set.
Technically, we're kind of sort of doing that. Like, how about Jane taking a vacation? We're already doing that with the beach episode.
Yeah, basically. But
technically, that's already in the.
Yeah, but like, I think I know what they mean. Like, they mean like going to a new area.
Yeah, we're already doing that. So,
but as for the technology thing, we're definitely given like the technology upgrades. You're gonna see little gadgets and stuff that you didn't see before. someone like using a holographic watch or something, someone typing on an advanced computer, touchpad, stuff like that wasn't in the original series. But we can't go too far. We can't change the rules of this already established world. There exists flying cars, for instance, in Teenage Robot already. That's already
not really.
no, but like that's already a thing. Skyway had it. Buster obviously had it.
And UFOs, yeah.
There was aliens that had it, but at the same time, it was not public technology. You didn't see
wait. Actually, he's being more specific. They came from Earth.
Well, yeah.
We don't know.
We'll get to other questions later. We got to do questions one at a time, otherwise it gets confusing. But in technology thing, the public never had access to that technology, the flying car technology. So we can't suddenly give them flying cars and stuff. That has to be reserved to Skyway. Otherwise, we're going to be breaking the rules of Teenage Robot. So we're definitely going to be giving the world upgrades that we have nowadays. Like, obviously, if someone pulls out a phone, it's not going to be a flip phone. It's going to be a touchpad cell phone. Or even, hell, maybe even a holographic phone, since this is 40 years into the future. But but we can't do major upgrades where it's wanted. So, yeah. As for the chalkboard thing, maybe we'll replace the chalkboards with touchboards, smart boards. At the same time, I will also say there's a lot of schools out there and teachers that prefer chalkboards. Not gonna lie, or whiteboards. There's just a few of them that prefer it. I don't know why, but like that's what they prefer. So maybe we can reflect that in like a few new teachers have the smart boards and some of the old teachers have like the chalkboards and stuff. And there's also, I should also note that with this technology upgrade, you also have to deal with the Art Deco art style, because I will tell you right now, an Art Deco cell phone doesn't look near as interesting as an Art Deco cord phone, where it's, you know what I mean? It doesn't look near as interesting or near as fun. So I hope that answers that question okay. So that being said, Greenstar 78, hold on. If Jenny can't get a job after Nora dies, wow, well, that's a long ways in the future.
We got this one.
But how will she financially be well? Well, I mean, that's like well after our series, isn't it? But that's like looking into the future when
the future of the the goddamn.
But I guess, I mean, Jenny would just have to learn about getting a job like any other teenager.
And we all know that she can't keep a job, if all of you all have seen Girl of Steel.
Yeah, but we might actually
welcome to Monkey Burger. May I take your order?
A little bit of spoilers for season 5, but not really. But as far as season 5, we've been planning it out already. But a big aspect of it is that we want to cover Jenny essentially growing up, because it's the last of the series, the last season of the series. So we want to cover like Jenny growing up from being a normal teenager, like covering what she wants to do in life, what she wants to, what job she wants to hold, you know, that sort of thing. So it's definitely something, Jenny getting a job, it's something we can explore in season 5. And no, it was not Girl of Steel where she had to hold on to a job. It was, what, Labor Day? Yeah, it was Labor Day where she was trying to get a job. But, yeah, it's definitely something we can explore. And Bloodborne Virus, your question about Jenny taking a vacation from Earth, exploring other planets. We don't have any plot that surround. We have a few episodes that explore outer space and stuff, but nothing that's like set in outer space. You know what I mean? So nothing about that yet. It's definitely something we want to explore, though, because it has been established that there are colonies, Earth colonies on Pluto, on Mars. It's been established already that those exist. So we don't have any plans for them yet, but it's definitely something we want to hit at some point. All right, so.
Oh yeah, one of them actually had this. X Jenny, a genie in a lamp Jenny finds.
Hold on.
Bloodborne Virus says, one more question. How about a genie in a lamp Jenny finds?
That is dealing with the supernatural. And we have a rule against the supernatural on this show.
Who are you?
No, because Jenny, Teenage Robot has always been sci-fi. As in aliens, monsters, robots.
We can do sci-fi horror. Have you seen Phantasm?
And we talk about ghosts and that sort of thing. We step into the realm of the supernatural, and that is there is only one time where that is acceptable in series where they usually don't hit that, and that is with Halloween episodes and stuff like that. So, in general, though, overall, Teenage Robot, we're not doing anything supernatural. So don't expect any genies or ghosts or anything like that anytime soon. Sorry about that.
You can expect
all the more aliens, monsters, robots, and evil sock puppets. So don't worry about. So we got you covered in the wacky and zany department. So yeah. All right, moving on. Santa Claus was treated. Jack Bennett brings up a good point. Santa Claus, though, was treated like a real person who existed. So, like, not a ghost or a mythical figure, just like a dude who was actually real. So,
you already seem pretty. Why do you want to ruin Christmas? Toys.
MR Luna asked, what about an accidental experiment that gone wrong that involves mind-switching body? The Mind Switch episode. We've also talked about that. I think we...
Is there a...
I think we went against it because obviously season 4 had a limited number of episodes, as does season 5. I think we put the mind swap sort of trope episode on the back burner because I think it was an episode that a lot of series do that we just didn't want to do again because it'd just be a similar situation where, you know, they swap. They episode opens with the two people who are going to swap minds complaining about how they have the more hard life and the other person just doesn't understand. Then the swap happens and they're like, oh my god, we swap bodies. I'm in your body, you're in my body. What?
Someone asked this.
Third character comes in and goes and then explains the situation and goes and then says the statement, for the time being you'll have to live in your own bodies and live in each other's bodies until I can figure this out. And then they live in each other's bodies for the day. They screw up aspects of their lives, make each other's lives more miserable. And then they come to realize that, you know, maybe they should be actually trying to make their lives better instead. And then they do. And then it comes close to really, really close to them being permanently stuck in those bodies. But then they find the way to switch back. And then they switch back. And then they go, well, I guess it was really hard to live in your body after all. Point taken, and then an episode. That's every single mind swap body in existence. A mind swap episode in cartoons in existence. Every single one does that. Also, another one that they always do. They always, for some reason, swap voices too. Like when one character goes into the body of another character, they keep their original voice instead of sounding like the character that they just became, which never made sense to me. Because they're not switching voice boxes; they're switching minds.
I don't know. It's so that it doesn't. It's so it doesn't get confusing in a way. That they actually can sort of understand like who is who. That's why they do it. So, anyways,
I get that.
Oh my gosh! Can I?
I don't know. It's become more like
All right. So Apocalypse stated this. Is there a cake is a lie reference?
I don't know. Maybe. I can't remember all the references we've pulled.
I swear, Apocalypse. I swear. Don't you?
Jack Bennett asks, "Is there going to be eating in a digest episode again?" Not yet.
You're going to break me again, Apocalypse. You're going to break me again. I swear.
Being able to eat human food, but at the same time, the problem with that is we don't see a point yet. We just don't see a point to Jenny being able to.
Oh boy.
Definitely not enough to be a major plot point. So maybe if we can come up with something, we'd be more open to Jenny. But at the present time, no. Oh my gosh, have we been going for 2 hours and 30 minutes? I haven't been keeping track of the time.
Got your time, man. You need to keep looking at. You need,
All right, I'm gonna finish
Is it
up.
that hard to
I'm
take
gonna finish
one
up.
look at your computer screen, look in the corner, and look at the time? Is it that difficult? Is it that difficult?
Jenny.
Can we move on to we're
All right, now I'm going to add one more that was previously unreleased, and then I'll call it, and I'll post this.
have you prayed to our Lord and Savior Kermit the Jesus?
Almost done making these synopsises posts. Now I just need to add a banner. Okay, now I just need to add an image for a banner. What's
Chris?
cool poster that we have that would make a good banner for this new page?
Was this game sent to us by anybody? No. Okay.
Let's see. Excelsior's too tall. I need something that's wide.
First of all,
How about I convert that the 2 planets poster? I can convert that 2 planets poster into a banner.
oh, you had too much drama today? Is that? Yes, I know. Sorry, I'm bored.
Let's see. Where is that? Where is that thing? I released it on Discord. No, I released it on DeviantArt 2 because that allowed me to pertain the original.
Are those paintings or windows? Jeez, game designer. Make your minds.
Aaron,
I'm gonna find it.
I don't know if anyone has seen Mighty Magic Swords,
That's
but I
it.
do remember that Aaron was in an episode. He was in an episode.
Who?
Now I'm watching Game Grumps.
Well, I mean, of course, Aaron was in an episode of Game Grumps.
No. Mighty. He was in
Kind of his job.
no, he was in an episode of Mighty Magic Swords. I don't know if you ever saw that show. Kind of like if like Teenage Robot meets Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Basically, like 2 warriors are for hire, and they have like all these like collection of swords and stuff. They can do like weird kind of stuff.
Well, I don't know. I kind of don't. That's a teenage robot, though.
Well, that's because I say it's like Teenage Robot because it's like it's like multiple devices in like, and actually the animation, the drawing style is actually very similar to it. In fact, one of the actually met. It actually the art style used in it is very similar to it.
Not. I know what it looks like, and it's not. No, not really. It has thick lines. I'll give you that. But other than that, that's where the similarities end.
He doesn't. Well, Kenny Milo was in an episode once.
Well, that doesn't.
She's
Okay.
in a lot of stuff.
And she's in a lot of stuff. She's a voice actress.
He was in the same episode with Aaron.
Drop in file, save, and this will be the banner. Good. All right, and double click to add image.
Too many warriors.
Today we're gonna be talking about
That's
Teenage Robot and stuff, and how Kermit and Vexus are Jesus.
All right, so now I'm uploading the banner that's going to look good on this, and then we're going to call it a
Why
meeting.
do you want references to stuff? You don't need references to.
Yeah, it's like we have plenty of references, guys.
Yeah,
You
we're
don't have to
done,
ask
man.
about
We're
references.
done. You don't need any more. You're done. Okay? You're done. You're done. I'm watching you.
There we go. That looks nice. Okay, I'm going to add one more title.
Yo!
Yes, you can, man. Yes, you can.
And now I'm going to add a bunch of...
Yes, you
Copy
can
paste
have too many
mid
references,
panels.
okay? Yes, you freaking can.
Well, I can just do this. 407A/413. Coming soon. Synopses. Coming soon. Yep.
So is this on the website or? Is this on the website?
Yes. And
I'm like, okay, have you ever considered doing Time Travel or Alternate Realities?
there we go. And that is published. Oh, and I want to first of all publish it so I can.
Okay, all right. So
And I
Speed Hog wants this episode. Have you ever considered doing Time Travel or Alternate Realities?
Not for season 4, but
Jenny, dude, this is rated PG, people. Rated PG.
the time travel idea is possible. We just have to talk about how we handle it, because we can't do the same plot that that one comic did, because that's their idea, unless we contact them and ask for permission. But as for time travel in general, we might be able to do it, but
do not even get me started with the freaking loot boxes. Do you understand me?
yeah.
If Metal Gear actually sucks,
yeah.
and Metal Gear Survive is stupid because you have to buy save
At
states.
some point, we're gonna see it. I swear. In the oncoming years, I would not be surprised if someone creates a loot box idea for show premiere. Like, to watch the rest of the episode, you have to pay $5. You watch 5 minutes. To watch the rest of the episode, you have to pay $5. That sort of thing.
If they do that, I'm going after them.
It's not real work.
The way media is going, I would not be surprised if that somehow becomes a thing one of these days. Because you already have to do that with streaming, with a few series for streaming. Where to watch the next episode, you got to subscribe and pay $15 a month. Whatever. But
Why weren't you at elf practice?
okay, that's definitely not going to be us. Because again, we're unmonetized, no profit, no paywall, nothing. We don't get any money. All right. Anyway, that being said, I have updated the Teenage Robot website. In the FAQ, there is now a good handful of more new questions. I forgot how many were added specifically. And on top of that, we have now a new sub page called the episode synopses, and it basically goes over the synopses that have already been released so far. So, as well as their titles. And for those who are wondering when they see it, the AB basically signifies which ones are specials and which ones are 11-minute episodes split that then make a 20-minute episode. So 402A and 402B, those are A and B are each 11-minute episodes that become a 22-minute overall episode, just like the original series. Meanwhile, 401, just 401, is a 20-minute special.
22 minutes to be exact.
Well, yeah, it's not exact. It's like even the quote-unquote.
Well, it's 22 minutes because that's the formula. Get it right, man.
Even the 11-minute, quote-unquote, 11-minute episodes aren't going to be exactly 11 minutes.
Yes, they are.
Because that's impossible. You can't make those things exactly this amount of seconds each and every time. That's just the reality of making television and stuff. But that being said, this live stream has gone 40 minutes over. So, wow. Thank you guys.
Will Misty return as well?
Ton of questions, and we updated this site.
Oh wait, one last question. Will Missy return as well?
Yeah, her plot point has yet to be resolved, so yes, she will eventually. All right. That being said, we will be wrapping up
And
this.
you'll all pay for breaking me.
Guys on the Discord and on the forums. Thank you guys for coming in today on Memorial Day. It's a great live stream.
And you all are going to pay for breaking me.
Maybe
especially
sooner.
you, Apocalypse, and all of those guys with your Kermits and stuff.
Follow the Teenage Robot Facebook and the Twitter or the Rebooted Twitter and Facebook to see if we're going to be doing another live stream earlier than the last Sunday of every month for this summer.
Oh yeah, do you think I like Luke
That's
Fox?
for sure, though. So for next summer, for sure though, the next live stream will be around the last Sunday of June, around that time at least. So if this whole more live stream thing doesn't work out, you can at least rely on the fact that at the end of every month there will be at least one live stream. So that being said, thank you guys for coming here, and see you next time, guys. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Deuces, homies.